Storytelling is one of humanity's oldest tools for wisdom and survival. From ancient campfires to modern-day microphones, stories have always served as bridges, connecting generations, transmitting values, and preserving legacies. The Stoics, too, were masterful storytellers. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus all used anecdotes and reflections to pass down their philosophy. In a similar vein, modern-day rappers like Tupac Shakur and Nas continue this tradition, using rhythm, poetry, and raw honesty to echo timeless truths. In this script, we will explore Stoic life lessons through the lens of modern rap storytelling. We'll bridge the wisdom of ancient philosophy with the profound narratives of rap music, highlighting lessons in resilience, empathy, and purpose. 1. Accepting what you cannot control. In Stoicism, one of the core teachings is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are up to us and some are not up to us." Modern parallel, Tupac's Dear Mama. In Dear Mama, Tupac doesn't lament the uncontrollable hardships of his upbringing. Instead, he focuses on gratitude and love for his mother despite their shared struggles. He acknowledges poverty, injustice, and societal neglect as elements beyond his control, yet he chooses to honor his mother's sacrifice and resilience. Stoic lesson: focus on your response, not the circumstance. Life often hands us unfair conditions: poverty, loss, betrayal. But Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control external events, we can always control our reaction. Tupac's lyrics serve as a reminder to find gratitude even amidst suffering. Reflection. Question: what challenges in your life are beyond your control, and how can you shift your focus to your response instead? 2. Virtue as the highest good. For the Stoics, virtue, living in alignment with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline, was the ultimate goal. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Modern parallel, Nas Illmatic. In Illmatic, Nas doesn't glorify the harsh realities of street life. Instead, he observes and reflects on them with an almost philosophical detachment. His narratives aren't celebrations of chaos, but rather warnings and wisdom, wrapped in rhythm and flow. Stoic lesson: live according to your principles. Nas shows us that virtue isn't about perfection, but about integrity. Like the Stoics, he teaches that even in an environment where chaos seems to rule, one can still strive to live with wisdom and purpose. Reflection. Question: are your daily actions aligned with your values and principles? 3. The importance of perspective. The Stoics emphasize that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. In the words of Epictetus, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. Modern parallel, storytelling across borders in rap. Rap transcends borders, languages, and cultures. Artists tell stories of poverty, inequality, and injustice not just to complain but to inspire change. These stories often allow listeners from different walks of life to gain perspective on struggles they may never experience firsthand. Stoic lesson: perspective is power. When we see the world through someone else's eyes, whether through Marcus Aurelius' reflections or Nas' verses, we gain clarity. Perspective helps us realize that many of our struggles are not unique, and that wisdom can often be found in someone else's story. Reflection question: how often do you try to see life through someone else's perspective? 4. Resilience in adversity. The Stoics valued resilience above all. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Modern parallel, Tupac's resilience through music. Tupac's life was marred by hardship, but he turned his pain into powerful art. Every verse is a testament to his resilience. He didn't crumble under the weight of injustice or suffering. He used them as fuel for his creativity and activism. Stoic lesson: adversity is an opportunity. Both Stoicism and rap teach us that hardship isn't something to avoid. It's something to confront and transform. Every challenge is a lesson, every setback an opportunity for growth. Reflection. Question: how do you approach adversity in your life? Do you see it as a setback or as an opportunity to grow? 5. Death as a teacher. The Stoics practiced memento mori, a reminder of death's inevitability. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Modern parallel, legacy and rap. Both Tupac and Nas understood the concept of legacy. Their songs weren't just expressions of personal stories, they were blueprints for future generations. Every lyric carried weight because they knew their art might outlive them. Stoic lesson: live with purpose. When we acknowledge our mortality, every moment becomes more meaningful. We stop wasting time on trivialities and start focusing on what truly matters. In the same way that Marcus Aurelius wrote his Meditations as a guide for future generations, Tupac and Nas left behind their verses as guides for us. Reflection. Question: if today were your last day, would you be proud of how you've lived? 6. The value of empathy. Seneca once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Modern parallel: the connection through rap. Rap storytelling creates empathy. When an artist shares their struggles, fears, and triumphs, listeners begin to see themselves in those stories. The barriers of class, race, and geography fade away, and all that remains is shared humanity. Stoic lesson: empathy connects us. Stoicism isn't about emotional detachment. It's about understanding our shared humanity. Rap carries this same wisdom. It's a tool for building bridges, for fostering understanding between people who may never meet. Reflection. Question: how often do you practice empathy in your daily interactions? 7. Legacy: what we leave behind. In Stoicism, legacy isn't about fame or wealth. It's about the impact we have on others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Modern parallel: the timelessness of rap stories. Even after their passing, artists like Tupac continue to inspire millions. Their words live on, shaping perspectives, challenging norms, and fostering resilience. Stoic lesson: focus on your impact. Stoicism teaches us to think about how our actions today will affect those who come after us. Legacy isn't about being remembered. It's about leaving the world slightly better than we found it. Reflection. Question: what impact are you leaving on the people around you? 8. Mastering your emotions. The Stoics emphasized emotional mastery, not emotional suppression. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." True bravery, according to Stoicism, comes from mastering one's emotions and not letting anger, fear, or sadness dictate actions. Modern parallel: Kendrick Lamar's Damn. In Damn, Kendrick Lamar explores the inner battles of his mind: anger, pride, fear, and humility. He doesn't hide his struggles. Instead, he examines them deeply. His vulnerability is his strength. A Stoic approach to facing emotions head-on rather than being ruled by them. Stoic lesson: control your emotions, don't be controlled by them. Both Stoicism and Kendrick Lamar teach us that emotions are natural, but how we respond to them defines our character. Emotions must be acknowledged, processed, and ultimately mastered. Reflection. Question: are you in control of your emotions, or do they control you? 9. The art of mindfulness. The Stoics practice mindfulness through daily reflection and awareness of the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same reason you now apply to the present." Modern parallel: J. Cole's Love Yours. In Love Yours, J. Cole reminds us to appreciate what we have in the present moment. He critiques the endless pursuit of more fame, more wealth, more validation, arguing that contentment lies in embracing the present. Stoic lesson: be present and grateful. Mindfulness isn't about avoiding ambition. It's about finding peace in the now. Both J. Cole and the Stoics remind us that happiness isn't found in future achievements but in present gratitude. Reflection. Question: are you fully present in your daily life? Or are you always chasing the next thing? 10. The value of silence and reflection. Seneca taught that reflection is essential for growth. He wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Taking time for silence and introspection allows us to make better decisions and understand ourselves. Modern parallel: M.F. Doom's mysterious persona. M.F. Doom, known for his mask and reclusive nature, demonstrated the power of stepping back and letting his art speak. His deliberate silence, offstage, contrasted with the profound reflections in his verses. Stoic lesson: silence isn't emptiness, it's strength. Reflection requires stepping away from noise, both external and internal. In silence, we gain clarity, perspective, and wisdom. Reflection. Question: do you make time for silence and self-reflection in your daily life? 11. Integrity in the face of temptation. Integrity, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, emphasizes consistency between words and actions. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Modern parallel: Nipsey Hussle's marathon mindset. Nipsey Hussle built his legacy on integrity. In his music and actions, he advocated for perseverance, self-discipline, and community upliftment. He rejected shortcuts and stayed true to his vision, even when it wasn't easy or popular. Stoic lesson: integrity is a lifelong marathon. Both Stoicism and Nipsey's philosophy teach us that real success isn't found in instant gratification, but in unwavering integrity over time. Reflection. Question: are your actions aligned with your principles, even when no one is watching? 12. The impermanence of fame and fortune. The Stoics frequently reminded themselves of the impermanence of worldly success. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Fame is fleeting, and it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of the universe." Modern parallel. Drake's reflection on success. In songs like Lose You, Drake openly reflects on the emptiness of fame and the transient nature of material success. He acknowledges that external achievements can't fill internal voids. Stoic lesson: seek inner riches, not outer approval. Both Stoicism and Drake's reflections remind us that external achievements are temporary. True fulfillment comes from within, not from others' applause. Reflection. Question: are you chasing external validation, or are you focused on internal fulfillment? Stoics valued truth above comfort. Seneca said, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness." Truth often comes at a price, but living honestly is essential for inner peace. Modern parallel. Public Enemy's Fight the Power. Public Enemy's iconic track, Fight the Power, is more than a song. It's a fearless statement against injustice. They spoke truth to power even when it was dangerous, uncomfortable, or unpopular. Stoic lesson: speak the truth even when it's hard. Both Stoicism and Public Enemy remind us that truth is non-negotiable. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. Reflection. Question: are you willing to speak the truth, even when it's uncomfortable or risky? From ancient Stoic philosophers to modern rap legends, storytelling remains one of humanity's most powerful tools. Whether it's Marcus Aurelius writing reflections in his tent or Tupac pouring his soul into a microphone, the purpose remains the same: to teach, to heal, and to inspire. Rap isn't just music, and Stoicism isn't just philosophy. They are blueprints for living with resilience, purpose, and wisdom. As you reflect on these 12 lessons, remember, your life is also a story. Every action, every word, every silence contributes to its legacy.